What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. My name is David J. Kelly, and today we're going to break down a very important question. Does getting jacked get you more girls? This is an important question. It's something that's always asked. I think there's a lot of different opinions out there about it. I'm going to share what I know from both anecdotal experience and the guys I see around me and my clients, to also some science that'll be involved here too. Not hard science, but stuff that we do know is true about female nature. So before we get into this topic though, make sure you're subscribed because I'm pumping out videos to help you build yourself to be the best man possible, mentally, physically, emotionally, all aspects of leveling up your life. So make sure you're subscribed and like this video so we can push it out to more of our brothers that want some help building themselves. Now let's dive into the question. Does getting jacked get you more girls? There's a very easy answer to this, but I think it's worth exploring why the answer to this question is yes, it does get you more girls. In my experience, I think there's a lot of different reasons for this. Every single guy that I have ever coached, I own a coaching company that works with young men. I work with some women too, but primarily young men that want to build their physiques and transform their entire lives. And what you see happen with a lot of men, and this is why I got into coaching because this happened to me, is that when men start to build their physique, they're not just building their physique, they're building their confidence. And what is one of the most attractive things to a female? It's confidence in a man. So do I think that the physique itself attracts women to you? Yes, I do believe so. There's a certain level to this, of course. Now, if you're going to be like an open pro bodybuilder, probably not going to attract like a wide variety of women. You might have some very like niched level girls that are into you, and that's totally fine. Even like what I do in classic physique bodybuilding, I do think there's a lot more women that are into that. If you think about classic physique, like guys like Chris Bumstead and Logan Franklin, a lot of these guys that kind of resemble like the most Chad version of men, right? They're taller, they have longer aesthetic physiques, and that's how I'm built. I'm like 6'3", and it's kind of the same thing for me. So to go further into this question though, I mean, I think this deserves some exploring as to why exactly does muscle attract women. I think there's many levels to it. But the first thing that I said, I 100% believe in, is that when you build your physique, you're building your confidence. So once you have empowered yourself and you learn and you see that you can transform your body, the rest of your life becomes a game in which you can then take those same ways you learned to build your physique, and you're now able to leverage that, and you have the confidence that you're going to be able to build the rest of your life. You become a highly driven, highly ambitious person that's empowered because you see this tangible difference that you've changed within your body. If you can master your body and your mind, there's few things in life you can't do. Those are the hardest things to master, are the things in and of ourselves with our bodies and our minds. Now, as it pertains to this attracting females, like I said, do I believe that partly some of it is the actual look, the bigger chest, the bigger delts, the bigger arms, the abs and stuff? Yes, of course. Women are drawn to an aesthetic physique that's in shape. Why? Because, I mean, it's deeply wired evolutionary wise into females. If you were living 10,000 years ago in a hunter-gatherer tribe and there was a threat of other tribes attacking your tribe, who's that female want to be with? She wants to be with the bigger guy that's more muscular, taller, that can defend himself and her and their possible children against outside threats, right? It's very easy to understand why that would be preferred. That's why you'll see a lot of the times women are very drawn to these guys like The Rock, right? Or these bigger, more jacked guys, because they have that same level of, charisma, yes, but also their physiques are very on point as well. I mean, look at the kind of guys that women drool over in movies. Typically speaking, they are jacked, right? They don't have to be huge and like bodybuilder level size, but they are jacked. They have shaped their physiques and stuff too. Just think about this and flip it around for yourself as a man. If I asked you if you're drawn to girls that have, a nice ass or, a nice rack, for lack of a better term, cuter face, right, in good shape, you're going to say yes. I mean, almost all of us men are going to say yes, and there's a reason we're drawn to that, because those women that are in better shape are more fertile, and it's deeply wired into us that they have the ability to have healthier offspring versus a female that's highly out of shape, right? It's also to beyond just the wiring and the internal wiring of our brains that we find reasons that women are drawn to this. When you are able to build your physique and you have the discipline to do that, to get, build higher levels of muscle mass and to also get to lower levels of body fat, you are demonstrating the fact that you have the ability to work hard and you're able to go after what you want. You're able to take it on. You're able to accomplish it. This is another highly attractive thing to females. They might not consciously be saying this, although I have had women actually say this to me before as to why they were drawn to me. They would see me in the gym training really hard and just putting my head down and working really hard. And, oftentimes I would see them and you kind of look up and they're looking at you and you look at them, whatever. 3 months goes by, a few weeks goes by or whatever, and suddenly they're hanging out with me. And oftentimes I would have these conversations with them and I'd ask them, hey, like, what drew you to me? I'm just curious. And it was often what I just said. It was, yeah, your physique's good, but it's more your drive and ambition that I see. It's not just, in the gym. I'm also very active on social media, obviously posting on YouTube and stuff, but on Instagram and stuff as well. Females see that, and there's a level to which you can be, bragging too much or just too in your face about it, but that's not how I market myself. I'm trying to build and help young men as I'm sitting here doing on this camera, and so I have a very distinct vision and purpose for my life, and that carries over into that. That's highly attractive to women. So most often it is, yes, that women are drawn to the aesthetic of the physique, just like we are drawn to the aesthetic of the female body that we most prefer. But it's not just because of that. It goes to a deeper level, because once you are able to build your physique and you are somebody that becomes jacked, for lack of a better term, which is a very subjective term, you do demonstrate the ability and the confidence, and these things kind of just permeate through you, and they become just the energy and the vibe that you give off, right? And most often when you put your head down in life and you work really hard on stuff, you'll notice that's when females start to present themselves in your life. It's not when you are actively swiping on Tinder and Hinge and trying everything you can to go get girls' numbers in the gym and the bar and the coffee shop and everything. It's not when you're doing that. It's when you're focused intently on your purpose in life and building yourself. I talk about this all the time. You should always be building yourself as a man. And it's not just physically, it's mentally, it's intellectually, it is emotionally. You should always be building yourself. You should be investing into improving your mental health through things like journaling. If you need to go to therapy, things like meditation, those will deeply help you to understand yourself, to understand how your mind works. You should be investing in yourself intellectually, learning about concepts like this, or learning about whatever it is that you want to be excelling at in life, your purpose. You should align yourself with that. Or if you just want to learn more about the world, about history, whatever it is, you immerse yourself into intellectually, learning things. And from an emotional standpoint, if you do these things right and you build yourself and you regulate yourself emotionally, you will be a top-notch man. That's the point here, is that you might be able to win girls over and win their attraction over because, yes, you're jacked. But the thing is, on the back end, guys, the woman is going to get to know you and she's going to see you for the man that you are. This is kind of like the way I would say when you meet somebody and they have a really nice car or they have a very nice house or whatever. These are attraction signals to the girl, but it's not necessarily what's going to be the thing that keeps her around. I have seen plenty of guys that I know that are 6'4", 6'5", jacked, get girls to come in their life, and those girls exit really fast because they do not have themselves dialed in on the back end, emotionally, mentally, intellectually, financially, whatever it is. You need to be a full stack man, meaning that you are building yourself in all aspects of life. You're not just overly investing into only building your physique, okay? That's called a meathead, right? Like, we don't want to be that. We want to be smart men. We want to be mentally sound men. We want to be financially sound men. That's what it takes to be and grow yourself as a man. It's not just about having awesome biceps and, ab veins and this crazy chest to shoulder to, to waist ratio and stuff. yeah, like I compete in classic physique at a high level. That is obviously something that I'm very interested in. But when females get to know me, they also see that I have my life dialed in on the back end. Now, for a long time, that was not the case, right? So I would meet these girls and I would go weak for them. They would get drawn in because I do have some things going for me in terms of the fact that I'm tall and muscular. And I could attract a lot of different girls. But a lot of times what would happen is I'd attract these girls in, and then within a few months, I was either choosing to get away from them because they were crazy, or they were kind of pulling away from me because I didn't have my life dialed in on the back end. So to sum it up, very simply here, guys, getting jacked will give you a leg up on the competition with other men. The same way that something like being taller or being good looking or having a nice car or having money will. These are attraction signals, but they're not enough to retain and keep girls in your life. So you have to understand that, and that's a whole different topic in and of itself. But yes, the answer is that getting jacked will in fact get you more girls. In my experience, it's not even close. Once I started to build muscle and start to have a great physique, I have had access to girls with attractiveness levels that I never had access to, the girls that I only dreamed of when I was younger, okay? So yes, it is that, but now when these girls do enter into my life, these women enter into my life, they're not exiting quickly anymore because I have my life together. I am intently focused on my purpose. I'm intently dialed in on my life. So that's the most important thing to understand here, is that this is just one piece of the puzzle, both for you building yourself and for you attracting women. So I hope you understand that. Go get jacked, yes, for so many different reasons, but one of them is if you want to get more females and have more female options, it's definitely going to help you. So I hope this video helped clarify this question for you, and I look forward to future videos kind of exploring this topic and exploring the other benefits of building your physique. But make sure you're subscribed, make sure you like the video, and let me know in the comments what your experience has been with building your physique, with building yourself. And if you want one-on-one coaching to help you build that physique, I specialize in that for young men. So click that link below and book your free consultation with me now. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day or night, depending on whenever you're watching this.